All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Odogwu show. Today, we're talking about 3 money mindsets you must adopt to be successful. So, when I say 3 money mindsets, I'm talking about the beliefs you must internalize within your soul in order for you to start thinking about how to generate massive passive income via the internet and also other means. So, the 3 money mindsets to sum up are: A, you get paid for the value you create. The more money you make, the more value you create. And thirdly, money is an indicator that you're on the right track. So, you get paid for the value you create. If you engage in low level activities that don't create any value, you really shouldn't expect to receive a lot of monetary compensation. Look at it this way: the CEO and the security guard of the company are not genetically or fundamentally different. They're both men, they're both human beings. However, one participates in high value activities in terms of coming up with a strategy for a company to operate in a global marketplace. The other one sits and pretty much oversees and looks after assets that have been put on the ground. So, one does something that can change the perspective and change the direction and affect the lives of thousands of people. One basically sits down and takes instructions and does not influence or affect anything. So, because of the value one person creates, that person makes a lot more money than the other person who, in as much as he's putting the same hours, if not longer hours, does not create or generate any value and therefore does not receive significant monetary rewards. So you get paid for the value you create. So you need to start thinking about creating massive value. It's the same thing sportsmen do, it's the same thing artists do, it's the same thing movie stars and actors do. The value they create in terms of you being able to enjoy your free time with quality entertainment is the reason why they get paid millions of dollars per movie. Now, like my man Biggie said, more money, more value. What I'm saying is, as your income increases, it's directly proportional to the value you contribute to the world. As you earn more, you're able to do more and create more value. Having lots of money based off of the value you create helps you create better products and services that tackle problems in a more effective and efficient manner. Like, take for example, look at the richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote. From starting a trading company selling commodities, he's now the richest man in Africa. He's gone from trading commodities to having factories in sugar, cement, salt, tomatoes, a bunch of other things. He's into real estate, he's into oil and gas. It almost seems as if the government of Nigeria is handing over the economy to Dangote to manage because he's into so many things. And that's just because as he's created value in several different industries, he doesn't just sit around like Scrooge McDuck and swim in his billions. No, he plows his money back into the system and creates more value in other industries. And that directly, well, I would say exponentially increases the income he generates and thus intrinsically exponentially increases his value to the world. And lastly, money is a green light. It's the ultimate litmus test for results and effectiveness. So things like likes, views, followers, and other proxies do not actually reveal your benefit or contribution to the world. A lot of people are fixated and focused on social media metrics such as likes, views, comments, and all that stuff. But in reality, just because you have 100,000 followers or 100,000 views or 100,000 likes doesn't necessarily translate to you having 100,000 people that are going to buy your stuff. No. The more value you create, the more money you make. It just naturally dictates that you're going to have a lot of money as you create value in the world. But if you focus on vanity metrics as opposed to the real metric, which is cash, money in the bank account, then you realize that you're not really contributing much to society. So even if you look at your day job, what you make as an employee versus what your CEO makes correlates to the amount of value that the company places on both of you, in as much as your CEO may not do as much work as you do on the job. So think about it, guys. The sooner you start to internalize these principles, the quicker you can get on the highway to success. Never forget, A, you get paid for the value you create. The more money you make, the more value you're able to create. And of course, money is an indicator that you're on the right track. So thanks for listening once again. If you want more actionable lessons, please go to our website. That's www.odogwu.com and sign up to receive our emails. We send out daily emails talking about business, personal development, lifestyle design, and marketing. So if you want to learn more lessons and you want to know when each and every podcast episode is released, go to www.odogwu and sign up to receive our daily emails. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.